it's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. It's time to show you another gadget, another beer gadget that's just come out. This one is from Guinness, and it's their Guinness Draught Nitrosurge system. So it comes with a Nitrosurge device, a nozzle, a USB charger, and a brush. Before I get into this, I want to briefly talk to you about the history of beer gadgets. First and foremost, this came out a few years ago. Some of you might remember it. It was called Ultra Beer, and it's basically doing exactly the same thing as the Guinness Nitrosurge. You pour yourself a beer. If the beer goes slightly flat, you press the button on here on the back with some batteries in. You put it in your beer, you give it a little stir, pull it out, and all of a sudden, ultrasonic whatever it is goes through the beer, and all of a sudden you create a head in the beer. Then a few years later, I was kindly sent a physics machine to review. This again is a very similar system. You put some batteries in it, or you plug it in via a USB on the back. You can either pour a beer normally, like so, or if you want that kind of fizzy nitro surge thing, you just simply push the handle that way, and it does exactly the same thing. It kind of energizes the beer. So that's a brief look at some of the devices out previously. I was going to be really crude and go in the sock drawer and pull something else out that vibrates, but I thought I'd better not. So here we go then. This is the Nitrosurge by Guinness. Now, this is available in Tesco as of March 2023. And with a club card on offer, it was £22. I don't think that's too bad, is it? Not too bad at all. I didn't find it in the regular beer aisle though. It was kind of tucked around the back in the wine aisle, for whatever reason. Here we are, there's a tamper. Wow, here we go. Oh, here we are, right. Here we go. Oh, it's got a little magnetic front on it. Ooh. Okay, so here is your Nitrosurge device, bit of paperwork. The other thing which I haven't told you is that I've actually used this type of device before in a pub. So here's the brush. Here's the nozzle, and here's the USB. So I managed to get myself a couple of cables because, right, I need to go and get a plug. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to quickly have a read, see how this kind of works. Important, pull here, remove before use. Important for best results, always rinse before use and clean after as directed in instructions. Only use the provided USB cable with certified max adapter of a 5-watt max output. Right, okay, so there's the USB on the back, that goes in there. Goes in there, and then right, I am going to find a plug and I'm going to have a little read to see how this thing works, and then I'll be back. Oh right, so this is quite interesting actually. The previous device that I've used in a pub it was like a vibrating plate. So they sold these Nitrosurge cans. These have been out for a while, but you basically got a can from the fridge in the pub, put it on this device, this metal plate, and then it kind of like surged the can up a little bit. You opened then the can, poured it out and served it to the customer. So a kind of very similar thing. So they've obviously thought about all of the people who these days, a lot of people drink at home. Some people have these kind of bars in their homes and stuff and whatnot. So what you do, so it's charging on the top, as you can see. I put the nozzle on, so let's unplug it. So the nozzle basically kind of unlocks, and then you kind of put the nozzle on like that, and then you grab a can, you open the can. I mean, we got 4 attempts at this, so it doesn't really matter if I mess one up. It's 4.1% ABV. The can is 558 millilitres, so a proper pint can. Right, so that goes there, and then you turn the device on. Yeah, by pushing the button on the back, not by trying to press the hat sign. There's a button on the back. Right, there we are, it's lit up. So then this firmly goes on the top of the can, like so. And then I suppose you just, so you hold it on a 45-degree angle. And then you pour in your beer. Hold your glass 45 degrees, so there's no leakage. I was wondering if there was going to be a bit of a leakage there on the side of the can. And you can see the beer being poured out. So no noise, no vibrating noise, it's perfectly silent. Quite interesting, I suppose, isn't it? I tell you what, yeah, that's about it. So I'm going to plug this device back in now and give it a good charge. I've never plugged anything into a can before. There we go. The can is now plugged in, and there's your pint of Guinness. There it is. So, yeah, I mean, the pour looked fantastic, didn't it? You've got that kind of classic Guinness pour going on. I suppose what we should do... Yeah, I've got a regular pint glass. I'm going to grab another regular pint glass because this is in the interest of... I'm going to grab another can. I'm just going to open a can. And I'm going to pour a second can out without the machine. I'm going to go quite rigorous. Quite a rigorous pour going on. Rigor. Get it in that glass and you can see. Look at that. It's not really doing... Well, but it kind of, isn't it? But it's not doing the same thing. So that just proves then, not only do I have 2 pints of Guinness to drink, but this machine actually works. It actually gives you that kind of... And look at the difference. You can see the nitro. That nitro head that's being charged. And you can see the head, it's even a slightly different colour. Even a slightly different colour on the beer that I didn't use the machine with. And you can see the bubbles, they're larger bubbles in the glass. Let's rock them back and forth together. Look at the difference in the 2 beers. It actually works. Okay, aroma. I mean, it's Guinness, isn't it? It's some people absolutely love the stuff. I would choose kind of other stouts, I suppose, over Guinness, but if it was the only stout in the pub, I would drink a Guinness. A little bit of chocolate malt in there, a little bit of roastiness. Let's dive in. That's actually a better pint than regular Guinness. This doesn't taste like regular Guinness. This is much more stout-like. This is very nice. I can't believe I'm saying it. I'm not really, as I just said, I'm not really a fan of Guinness, but this is something else. This is a different beast. This is a different animal. Super rich, super creamy. Very milk, like almost latte-like. Coffee, a richness, a creaminess, almost like drinking full cream milk. Roasted coffee on the back end. I was going into this open-minded, showing you physics machines over here. Is it in the shop? It just about is in the shop. Showing you these other kind of devices here that you put in your pint and you whirl it round. And then of course Guinness with their surger, this Nitro Surge little bit of kit. Let's try the beer without the Nitro Surge. I mean, it's going to be the same base beer, isn't it? It's the same recipe. Chocolatey, malty. Way less mouthfeel. Wow, I'm actually really surprised by this. Really surprised by this. So it's lacking, I was just talking about the rich, creamy milkiness regarding the Nitro Surge pint. It's like it's supercharged it. This is more... It's much more like the Guinness I don't like. It's really interesting. It's much more, you get much more of that kind of slightly syrupy, plain. There's a bit of an astringent bitterness coming through. It's a completely different beer. Completely different beer. I didn't think this Nitro Surge was going to make any kind of difference to me in my kind of like affair, if you like, with Guinness. Love-hate relationship with Guinness. Some of the Guinness foreign extra stouts, the 7.5% Nigerian stouts, are fantastic. They're really good. But then kind of like plain old Guinness out of a can, it's not great, as I've just shown. But stick this Nitro Surge gadget on the top of it, and it makes a world of difference. If you're a Guinness fan, if you like Guinness, then it'll probably be, with a club card, they're £22 at the moment in Tesco. If you're a Guinness fan, this might be the best £22 you've ever spent. Completely different beer. Completely different beer. So I'm going to rate the two beers now. I'm going to start off by rating the un-nitro version of Guinness Stout. It's got good lacing. It looks okay. Smells okay. But the taste is a bit astringent and almost kind of syrupy. And you're not really getting that roasted malt. Unbelievably. But this, so, yeah, I was rating one night. Let me give it a rating. I should give it a rating, shouldn't I? That is a 6 out of 10 at best. The un-nitro version of the can is a 6 out of 10 at best. The nitro version of Guinness, and I can't believe I'm saying this, I bought this gadget with my own hard-earned cash. This video is not sponsored in any way by Guinness at all. I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. It's 2 marks better using the Nitrosurge. I'm flabbergasted. Absolutely flabbergasted. I suppose with the cleaning, I suppose all you do, remove the nozzle, put it under a tap, give it a little kind of wash down with the brush as you're washing the nozzle, and that's simply all you got to do. Oh, pardon me. So, thanks for watching. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.